What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Couple things. First and foremost, some of you have said in the shop you are not getting those beautiful, beautiful Squad Busters skins. So if you can't get those things for whatever reason, I've had a suggestion that you should try to make sure that your offers is turned on. No idea if that's going to fix it, but trying to get to the bottom of things. If you have your offers on and you're still not getting it, please do let me know. Trying to help you guys out, but it is difficult. Now, speaking of difficult, my attacks yesterday in the 7 engine room level with heavy Choppas were rough. We have ranked up to rank 23, went 7 and 3 to get there, and always do this. I figured it out, was doing well, and then I wanted to come to you guys today in 23, which is silly and dumb because when I got 23, I got that extra 40% building health, so probably would have been able to continue, but now we're probably gonna lose. So that building damage is on the horizon, and then after that, probably gonna go Grappler. The hope is that Grapplers will stop Seeker players, but let's be honest, it's probably not gonna happen, because if we watch this player right here, you see that they're bringing heavy Choppas with bullets, so the Grappler's not gonna get its hands on bullet. They're just gonna walk through the base. You can see I do have sniper towers, I do have shock launchers, and none of it matters because decent Seeker players are just gonna walk your base regardless. So just cruising through the base and no problems whatsoever. So frustrating. Maybe that extra building damage will slow or stop them. I kind of doubt it though. Now, I wanted to show you the MVP of this base. Now, Benjo, I don't recall ever facing that person before. Can't comment on their level of skill, but clearly they're in 22, so they're pretty decent at worst. That's not the one, that's not the attack I wanted to show. Where the heck was it? Maybe it was this one. So, sorry, I checked the top one, it wasn't that one. This right here, that critter launcher at the very back that I can't even click on next to that shock launcher is the full-on MVP for this base. The number of times I've seen players that looks like they're gonna beat me and then they end up getting stuck as that critter launcher is just chucking critters, that shock launcher doing a little bit of work, but honestly, it is all about that critter launcher in the back. We'll see here in a second here, that critter launcher about to start doing work. Check this out. Those bombardiers are doing nothing. All they're doing is shooting those critters, and it slows them down so much. Critter launchers are so frustrating this season, but nonetheless, I'll show you my attacks here. I'll start, my time's 2 minutes, 156. They fizzled. This was the worst attack of my life, and my opponent disconnected, which was awesome. 135, slow. 159, decent. 139, also slow. We'll focus on the fast ones. This is key. You need to be able to beat sixes. Beating sixes definitely required, and the way that I did that is by bringing in some beautiful laser rangers. 2 boats on the right, and then the rest of them going towards that left-hand side, and throwing some pink zombie dudes here at some point, and or shocking the hot pot. That hot pot being shockable made life far easier. Now, I actually had someone pull off a I think it was like 215 on me, and the only way 215 as a 6 engine room was incredibly fast, without seekers as well. So wish I could show you that attack, but don't have it here. Hopefully I've got some 7s here. There's a 7. So this one, all about dropping on that right hand side and mixing in 1 boat of laser rangers, and then I accidentally had 2 mixed in and it went decently. So right hand side laser rangers clearing from this right hand side ramp. Gotta give a shout out to Commander J Doom. Saw this hit done by him, and he is definitely faster. I think he might even have barrage. Even if he doesn't, he's faster than me at it. That's why he's ranked higher. And then as soon as this engine room goes down, and or slightly before flaring over to this right-hand side wall, and then you see we've got some troops coming back, and at the absolute worst case, we also have that pink zombie squad as those laser rangers nullify that back critter launcher, and now we've got one laser ranger down here blasting away as the rest of our troops are up there. These guys are just wasting time, doing nothing useful, but unable to flare because we needed to get that bottom engine room down. With barrage, we could definitely be faster, but not feeling the move to barrage. Again, weird bases, just walking through 6s. I have not fizzled on a 6 since I got heavy Choppas. Probably shouldn't fizzle on a 6 once you get heavy Choppas, but who knows. And then just trying to be fast, trying to get those pink zombie dudes to clear some mines, and gotta say that heavy Choppas aren't necessarily the answer for winning, but they're definitely the answer for not fizzling. So if you are sick and tired of fizzling on 6s, do unlock these. They also keep your laser rangers alive way better. What do we got here? Let's show decent time. They have actually, I think they have a 7. Are they a 7? No, we don't care about 6s. 6s are so last week. Do they have a 7? Also not a 7. Okay, so definitely need to be faster. That was a lucky win on my part. 135 should not win. 139 should also not win. You see here, 212 and losing. Again, just trying to bring troops. This time I went on that left ramp because that engine room is there, getting pink zombie dudes and just trying to clear mines. Would love to have critters, would love to have barrage, but still pushing forwards. Flaring that right-hand side, flare expires, pink zombie dudes, and then just blasting through all the things, trying to flare as fast as we can, because anytime you see a base that has negative building damage, you know you're in trouble. Let's just get into some live hits, shall we? So I guess I'll just do a quick summary. I suppose against this base, it would be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a laser ranger over here, and then dropping a heavy choppa to go here, and a bombardier to go here once this kind of stuff is gone, and then flaring over there as soon as this, and this are gone. Simple? Ish. So I've got my troops laid out, or I had my troops laid out. So it was heavy choppa, bombardier, laser ranger, heavy choppa, bombardier. And what I didn't talk about was that last bombardier. I like to drop it late so it heads up that sort of range, but I don't think that that's the right call because I end up having this engine room just sitting there stuck. So I probably should be dropping that last bombardier to go get that engine room. Blah blah frickin' blah. Let's keep moving forwards. We are gonna do some live hits. Rank 23, probably gonna fall out, but we've got good stuff on the horizon, and I love the fact that I've actually, shout out to Average Joe's, saw him in the 6 engine rooms using Scorchers to walk through bases. So you don't have heavy choppas at 6, but Scorchers can be a good meat shield if you're sick and tired of heavies. This is basically exactly the base we were talking about, except for they've got that engine room off in an awkward spot. So that engine room is going to be the crux of this attack. Need to figure out how we're going to deal with that. Let's just double check where that shock launcher. Maybe, just maybe, we can throw some dudes and shock there. Or, yeah, I'm just going to do the same attack. We're going to figure this out through failure or successes. 1, 2, bada bing, bada boom. And then you go about there and Kavan comes with you. And now we need to get things moving. Why that heavy choppa is targeting all of those things and why we just lost all of our bombardiers. Losing all of your bombardiers, by the way, not the worst thing in the world, because we can now do something like this, bringing some bombardiers to that back section in theory, assuming we can actually get that down. And now we've got some bombardiers walking back there dealing with that. Come on, get that. There we go. Actually worked out fairly gosh darn well. Now we've got a bombardier dealing with that back section. This rocket launcher just ruined my life in the worst possible way though. And now we've got a bombardier chucking back there. Need to get all of this stuff down. Need to clear all of those mines about there. So that's going to be our next step. And then yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So I actually watched a replay from Mr. Orion where a boom cannon was absolutely just pummeling one of his sets of bombardiers, and it worked out incredibly well. It was insane just how good it was to have your boom cannon killing your troops. It was insanely good, and we are going to be decently quick here because of this pink zombie crew. Just need that engine room to go down so that we can flare. Are we even going to need to flare? I don't think we are. We probably should, to be completely honest. Let's flare back into here. Getting, excuse me, trying to talk and not cough is a hard thing to do today. And now, let's get that flare onto that last engine room, getting some pink zombie dudes to hopefully keep some of our troops alive, maybe give us a little bit extra DPS, and we've lost so many bombardiers this attack. It is insane. We ended up with a decent time with so many troops lost. I doubt we're going to win, but doing decent times with lots and lots and oh, we did win. Look at that, moving up. So made a ton of mistakes, did get lots of stars there. That's very nice cushion, and made a bunch of mistakes. So, but like I said, that engine room was super key. This one right here is so out of the way. Our troops aren't going to path there on their own. So this rocket launcher killing our bombardiers actually ended up making things better for us. So having some of your damaged troops die actually worked out pretty darn well because we threw it in the right spot. Would have been nice to mark that flamethrower in some way. By the way, bombardiers do target most damaged first, but I was a lot bit worried about the range of that boom cannon and shock launcher, so I had to throw it close to that rocket launcher. Anyways, we are 1-0, 5-game win streak, and we're got a little bit of a cushion in 23 as well. Could we push to 24? Maybe. Probably don't have the time for it today based on work and life and kids' schedules, and man, I don't know how many of you guys out there are parents, but last night there was a rain out, so all my kids' activities were rained out, and all 5 of us were at the dinner table at the same time for the first time in feels like months. So just insane, crazy. Like my oldest son is now 15, which is crazy because some of you guys have been here since he was like a toddler. Anyways, he just is used to eating cold dinners at this point, which is sad to say, but we are going to add an extra boat of laser rangers, and I'm tempted to go with 2 boats of heavy choppas here, but we're not going to go that far quite yet. Heavy choppa there, bombardier back there, heavy choppa over here, and then we're going to hold this last heavy choppa for a couple seconds, bringing you about here is my general thought. And now, again, clearing mines is fairly clutch at the moment. Hoping those heavy chop, come on, don't do it. Heavy choppa slightly slow, and as a result, we lost a bunch of our troops. So these bombardiers, their jobs are to clear us over to that left-hand side, and now that we've cleared a bit of space, we are going to bring out some more heavies, some more bombardiers. Really don't care too much about losing troops, as long as our laser rangers do arrive about when the most of these mines have been cleared. So we're going to throw a shock there, trying a little bit too early on the laser rangers. Definitely going to struggle a little bit because those laser rangers are going to eat it. I also told you I have not fizzled since I got 7 engine rooms, and it feels like this attack is just absolute garbage. really, really, really don't want to fizzle. Please don't make me fizzle. It is very... We are knife edge close at the moment. I talked a little bit too soon, I think. Thankfully, we've got a couple bombardiers down here. They're going to help get rid of those stupid shock launchers and rocket launchers because this attack is just... And honestly, we are going to end up with a decent time, even though this attack is garbage, like absolute trash. Just showing the power of going 7, I think. I hope. This is gross. Just absolute breakfast, dog water, dog something. Should we be flaring things? Maybe, but this guy back here getting rid of some of those rocket launchers, helping us a little bit. So, just terrible attack overall. But let's get some more troops out. Let's finish this off and just hopefully not fizzle is job number 1. That flare actually ended up getting rid of one of our bombardiers. We thankfully do have that extra building health because my goodness, that was just trash. Balancing... Oh, Donko, this is a great player. I'm sorry, Donko, but we are... Oh, you might actually beat us. Come on, I'm actually cheering for him a little bit. Not a lot, but it's going to be very close. The worst attack of my life. At least I gave stars away, I think, to a good player. What do you got for us, Dinky? Also known as Donko, D0, NK0. Yeah, that was awful. At 15 stars, giving him all sorts of stars. 23 losing to a 21 is rough, but at least we gave a bunch of stars to a good player. Gross. That was... I told you guys 6s are easy, and then I went and just released those laser rangers too early, cleared the wrong mines, and just awful. That's the beauty of going live, though, I do suppose. So not only did we lose a whole bunch of stars, we also lost our win streak, and now we're gonna have to grind a little bit more. And on the downside, we're also gonna be 8 keys short for that grappler. So this building health node is definitely calling my name at some point, but we're almost to the end of the tree, my friends. There is 4 days, 15 hours left, and we are almost to the end of the tree. What is expensive? Building health? Nope. Critters? Nope. I think it's time to max our critter launchers. We got 4 million tokens. Barrage is going to be used at some point. Let me know in the comments. Would you max your critter launchers? I feel like that it is time. It's going to do a little bit more damage per second. It's going to have a little bit more health. Sadly, it's not going to shoot any faster, I don't think, but that'll help us a little tiny bit. We've maxed every other defense. Critter launchers, you get max build at tick 4, so kind of like shock launchers. Have we maxed our shock launchers? Come on, where's the shock launchers? Yes, we have. So probably time to max that. We'll do one more. You can see that our base, as far as times go, is doing all of the heavy lifting. We just added more building damage and more building health, so people are going to be even slower. I doubt anyone's going to fizzle, but we'll do one more hit and then call it a day. It's amazing how I came into this video being all confident, and my attacks... I should have kept going last night. Every single time I come to you in the morning when I got chests to collect and then screw things up, and really should start recording in the evenings, but I just love playing the game on my couch with my feet up, occasionally with an adult beverage in hand. Let's take a breath, turn this thing around. It's amazing how many times I've told my kids to take a breath lately. Sports, man. Sports are so stressful. That back engine room is the crux of this entire attack. This person has all of the same stuff as me, so they actually have more tech than me. They've got that grappler that's beyond, so need to be a little bit more careful. That rocket launcher right there has ruined so many of my attacks. So we are going to go something like this. We're going to put you on the very, very outside, Mr. Rocket Choppa. We're going to put you out there. You're going to go inside. You're going to go outside. And I am tempted. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go something like that. Kavan out wide. And now just need to get this guy to go left. Go left, my friends. You go to the right. You clear those mines back there. And now please, dear gosh, don't let something like Kavan die or some other ridiculous event happen. So these bombardiers are going to hit that shock mine. Not overly concerned with that quite yet. If that rocket launcher turns, we're going to be in a little bit of pain here. But so far, so good. All of our troops kind of going where we hope them to go, except for that back engine room is still this giant conundrum that I have no answer for. We're going to clear some of those mines. I did not expect those guys to go forwards. I fully expected them. Kavan's about to take one in the back of the head. Was too slow on that. Now Kavan is dead. This rocket launcher is about to wreck those guys. Many mistakes were made. Now we just need to deal with you. Maybe we can throw you about there. Trying to get that hot pot to pop up. Getting it to pop up. We don't really... Oh gosh. So many mistakes. So many mistakes. And now it's all about not fizzling at this point. I kind of feel like that back heavy, keeping that shock launcher from seeing our bombardiers until right now. And now that rocket launcher down there still being a complete and utter pain in my butt. Need to get those guys moving away from that back rocket launcher. It's probably still in range. Those heavies are going to do beautiful things though, and we still have at least the chance to use that remote defib. So I don't think we're going to fizzle, but this is not going to be pretty at all. Like, not even close to pretty. We are going to send all of our troops a little bit early towards that, because getting those heavies ahead of those bombardiers are going to be super clutch. I mean, they're going to shoot the engine room anyways. And now, of course, the heavies start to backpedal. Oh, even better. Our bombardiers turn the wrong direction. Of course they turn the wrong direction. And now we are going to lose. And just when you think you've figured it out, you probably haven't. So mistakes have been made on my part. Definitely need to get my feet back under me. Thankfully, we have managed to get to the point where I am guaranteed to start in a decent rank next season. Everything else is going to be bonus. We managed to get that hot pot to pop. We are going to be very slow. My attacks need... I need to up my game. You guys will be here for it. At least I got to show you some decent replays, and I ranked up. I don't know if the metas changed overnight, the tech changed overnight, or I just suck this morning. Regardless, we'll see who this is. Hopefully I can give some more stars to someone that I know instead of some random stranger. We shall find out in about 4, 3, 2... Let's throw a smoke. The smoke's not gonna land. We were slow. Squiggles McGee gets our stars. I probably fall out of 23 in the process. And at least we get to play our good friend. This season, more than any other, I feel like my progress is happening when you guys aren't here, but at least I can let you know that this tech tree is working. There is good stuff here. Speaking of things that I should probably max, is that remote defib. So let me know in the comments, is this helpful? Is the critter launcher where to put the tokens, or remote defib? Or should I just get the old calculator out and figure out what the heck is left to upgrade? Maybe it's going to be bullet. I don't know. Lots of good stuff to go in the next 4 days, 14 hours. And speaking of parking, this is where we are at. We are at starting at rank 13 next season. That is great. That is more important to me than the global top 500, which I assume I'm on somewhere here. Let's scroll until we see that blue line. We are sitting at 204, right below Kling Klong, a very, very, very good player. So we will get back up there. Would like to get to 24.50, but I don't know if that's going to be possible with the amount of time left over. Otherwise, that is it for me. As always, thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, keeping code ZBOT in your creator boost in every single Supercell game. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in.